everyone, so today I'm doing a tour of my old iPod Touch 4th generation because I just found it on the shelf and I thought it would be fun to kind of explore one of my original tech devices that I got for Christmas in 2010, so a whole 5.5 years ago, and actually I haven't used it in a while, so it's not even updated, like the software or anything like that, the apps, haven't used in a while, but I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at the apps and things that I used to use before I even got into Android phones at all. So here's my old lock screen. It's obviously Tomb Raider because at the time, or the last time I used this iPod was sometime, or regularly, it was sometime in 2013, I believe, which was when not the latest, but the original reboot Tomb Raider game came out, and I was pretty obsessed with it. I really wanted that game. I do have that game now, but I really wanted it so much that I changed my lock screen to Lara Croft. Obviously this iPod is cracked. You can tell the screen is cracked because I've dropped it a lot. It is made of glass completely on the front, so that probably wasn't so smart for me to have a glass device without a case on it or without a really good case on it. And actually didn't even crack until right after the warranty was up. Okay, so here is my old home screen. So we have our app store, calculator, calendar, clock, and by the way, when I turned this thing on, it wasn't even on the right date because it wasn't connected to a recent Wi-Fi network, so it was on like December 31st or some random year. But yeah, anyway, FaceTime, Game Center, iTunes, mail, which is still connected to my old email account, so there's still mail showing up on there. Apple Maps, music, notes, Passbook, which I've never ever used, videos, stocks, and voice memos. And then on the bottom we have settings, the Bible app, photos, and YouTube. And if you're wondering what that little dot is in the corner, well, the power button on this thing stopped working. I don't know when. So I had to go into the accessibility settings and turn this on, so then when I tap on it, it allows me to control my iPod without using the buttons, but I mainly use it so that I can lock my screen and stuff since the power button is now no longer working. On the next page, page 2, I only have 2 pages of apps, but that's because they're all in folders. The first folder is called Blogging, and in this folder we have WordPress and Rookie, and I believe Rookie, if this app will even still work, I believe Rookie is just a camera app or something like that. It's not really working, but I think Rookie was just a photo editing app. Entertainment, which has a game called 4 Steps, and I don't really remember how that works. Let's just open it real quick. Okay, so you pick a mode. I think I wrote a review on this on my blog a long time ago. Select a question type. This is obviously math. Pick a level. Just go back to 1 because I haven't played this game in forever. So just going to put this in order. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that's how that game works. You just do different puzzles, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Then we have IMDb, applets, which is just little extra stuff you can add to your iPod, VidRhythm, a music video making kind of app, the camera app, which is an entertainment for some reason, and Netflix. Let's look at the games I used to have on this thing. Skyburger, Temple Run. I loved Temple Run, and I got a little bit into Temple Run too, but always like the original Temple Run the best. Icon Pop Quiz, Icon Pop Song, and Letter Pop, so obviously I liked the icon-based games quite a bit. And then we have the health folder with some BMI trackers, weight trackers, and a sleep cycle app, which I actually paid for. I believe it was $1.99. The internet folder with Safari and Chrome in there, but I mostly use Chrome on my iPod. Lifestyle, which for some reason actually still has an app downloading, but obviously it's never going to download. Rise, which was an alarm clock app and the weather app. Music folder with SoundHound, Pandora, La-Di-Da. I can't remember exactly what that was. I believe it was a singing app where you could auto-tune your voice, and Musify. Newsstand, which was obviously completely empty because I don't read magazines on my iPod, or at least I didn't. Photography, which is, I believe, the most full folder on here. Camera Plus, which is a highly recommended camera app, or at least a while ago it was. I haven't used it in forever. Grid Lens, Label Box, so you can add little labels to your photos. Stashmatic, which you just use to add mustaches to your selfies. Poster, make little posters and stuff you see on Instagram now, graphic design kind of on your iPod. Instasize to size your photos down for Instagram. Versagram, I believe this app was just used to add text and music to your photos. This is for social media posts, especially Instagram. And does it still work? Let's see. Yep. So stuff like this. You can do stuff like this for your social media posts. And then we have Fonto, which was used to add text to your photos. So this is before I really got into graphic design. and knew how to actually use computer programs. I did everything on my iPod, fun fact. Productivity folder, we have a battery management app, Scatterbrain, a note-taking app, My Journal, another note-taking app, the iOS Reminders app, and 3030, which was a timer to help you get things done. The shopping folder, Amazon, Guild, and Target. Guild was for like designer sales. I never bought anything. I just went on there to look at clothes. And finally, we have our social folder with the messaging app, iMessage, Twitter, Instagram, Google Voice, Tumblr, and Kik. All stuff I still use today, actually, except for obviously iMessage and Google Voice. So that's what's actually on my iPod. Now let's just look at the version of iOS this thing is running for fun. So this thing is running, as you can see there at the bottom, version 6.1.6 of iOS. So I go to software update and I check for an update just to see if there's anything there for fun. And no, my software is actually up to date, which means that is the most recent version of iOS that's even supported on this thing. So that's a fun little tour of what was, or what actually still is, on my iPod Touch 4th generation. I'm actually surprised that it still works as well as it does. I could still use it if I wanted to. This case I got from Overstock.com a long time ago. I also reviewed this thing on my blog. It's just a leather flip case with magnets on the front that, you know, help it stay like closed. It closes automatically like that. And then has a little stand on the back. Nothing too fancy, just like 2 metal buttons that you can snap down, and you can even put it on your keychain if you wanted. So that was a tour of my iPod Touch 4G. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you want to see more videos like this where I kind of explore my old technology, and have a great day.